Hello, third graders. How are you doing? I hope that you're all doing good and that you're all ready for a new lesson. Welcome to the science lecture note number 7, and this will be the last one for the semester. We're still talking about our bodies. Our bodies, as you know, are complex machines. They are made of different body systems. But what's a body system? Our body systems contain organs and other parts that work together to keep us healthy, and they allow us to do things like going to school, playing with our friends, and doing all of the things that we like to do. These body systems include the circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, muscular system, skeletal system, and finally the nervous system. Before we start talking about the nervous system, which is the last one in this chapter, we are going for a quick and a short revision about some of our body systems. Let me start with the circulatory system. The circulatory system is the system by which oxygen and nutrients reach the body cells and wastes are carried away. Blood moves inside your body. It circulates inside your body. So blood serves as the system of transport. The heart, which is a muscular organ found behind the rib cage and between the lungs, is the pump that keeps this transport system moving. Blood moves inside special roads called blood vessels. Blood vessels are classified into two types. Arteries that carry oxygen from the heart to the organs, since organs need oxygen. So, arteries move the blood rich in oxygen from the heart to the organs. The second type of blood vessels is the veins. These veins carry the blood rich in waste such as carbon dioxide from the organs to the heart. What about the respiratory system? It's the system that deals with breathing. When we breathe, the body takes in the oxygen through the nose. It moves it through the trachea to the lungs. This step is called inhaling. When we exhale, the respiratory system removes the carbon dioxide that the body doesn't need. Our respiratory and circulatory systems work together. How do they do that? Our friends did a game or played a game in class to show us how the circulatory and the respiratory system work together. Let's watch this video together.
The heart.
And you?
And the blood.
And you? Who are you?
Organs.
Who are you? You're the lungs. Let's start. The heart pushes the blood. The blood walks inside the arteries to give the body organs oxygen and nutrients. The blood comes back, collecting the trash from the body organs. Hey blood, what do you have in your hand? The CO2. The heart pushes the blood to the lungs. The lungs throw the carbon dioxide to the outside, bring oxygen, give it to the blood. What do you have in your hands now? O2. The heart pushes the blood. Push her يتين.
And that's it. So the blood moves oxygen and nutrients to the organs. The respiratory system provides the body with oxygen. The digestive system provides the body with nutrients. The digestive system is made of different parts. The digestive process begins in the mouth, where the teeth and tongue break up the food after it has been softened with saliva. The food is then swallowed and travels down the esophagus to the stomach. While the food is in the stomach, it's mixed with some juices that break down the food into a thick soup. The food then passes into the small intestine. Here, the food is broken down even further until it's small enough to pass through the walls of the small intestine to the bloodstream. Food that cannot be digested passes into the large intestine, where the water is absorbed into the bloodstream and the wastes are thrown and expelled to the outside. The muscular system now. Our muscular system is made up of more than 600 muscles. We all have the same number of muscles since muscles don't grow in number but in size. The smallest muscle is found in our ear and it's called the stapedius. The longest and strongest one is the sartorius, found in the thigh. One of the strongest muscles is found in your mouth, in the jaw. Muscles are classified into 3 types. Cardiac muscles, which is the muscle of the heart. Smooth muscles, they are the muscles that we cannot control. They do their jobs without us thinking about them at all. And skeletal muscles, which are voluntary muscles, we can control what they do. The skeletal system now. The skeletal system supports our bodies. It is made of 206 hard bones. What makes our bones hard? Calcium. So don't forget to consume milk enough and food rich in calcium to make your bones stronger. The smallest bone is found in the ear and it's called the stapes. So the smallest muscle is the stapedius. The smallest bone is the stapes. The longest muscle is the sartorius. The longest bone is the femur. They are found in the thigh. Bones are also classified into 3 types. Long bones, such as the femur. Short bones, like the carpals. Flat bones, like the one found in the skull. The muscular system and the skeletal system work together to allow our movement. Muscles are attached to bones. Let's see. Muscles are connected to bones. So when muscles move, they move the bones and the body moves. Don't forget that, let's design first our muscles. Don't forget that muscles are connected to the bones via tendons. So tendons are the structures that connect muscles to bones. Bones are connected together with ligaments. So bones meet at joints and they are connected to each other by ligaments. These are the ligaments. While muscles are connected to the bones with tendons. Let's test our design. And as you can see, when muscles move, they move our bones with them. But who gives the muscles orders to move? It's the brain that moves our muscles. So our brain sends messages to our muscles in order to move them. Which body system does the brain belong to? It's the nervous system for sure. Here is the nervous system with its different parts. The brain is the first part of the nervous system. Then we have the spinal cord. In the last lecture note, I told you that we're going to talk about the spinal cord protected by the spine, by the backbone. So our backbone protects the spinal cord, which is a part of the nervous system. And we have all these tiny lines called the nerves. Nerves are connected to almost all your body parts. You have nerves everywhere. So, our nervous system is made of the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. Here is a real picture of our nervous system with its different parts. The nervous system is actually classified or divided into two major parts. The central nervous system, this includes the brain with the spinal cord. So, the brain and the spinal cord make the central nervous system. This is the brain, this is the spinal cord. And the peripheral nervous system made of the nerves and the sensory organs. So again, the nervous system is made of two major parts. The central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, the center of the nervous system, is the brain with the spinal cord, while the peripheral nervous system is made of the nerves and the organs connected to these nerves. Here is the central nervous system made of the brain. The brain is the first part of the central nervous system. The spinal cord also belongs to the central nervous system. So the brain with the spinal cord makes your central nervous system, but the nerves with the sensory organs make the peripheral nervous system. And for sure, these two major parts, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system, connect together, since your sense organs send information about what you see, smell, taste, hear, and touch to the brain. So, let's take for example the eyes. Your eyes are sensory organs. So, they help you see things around and they send messages through the nerves connected to the eyes to the brain, and it's your brain who tells you what you see. When you eat, the nerves found in your tongue send messages or move messages from the tongue to the brain. And it's the brain who analyzes the messages and tells you what you taste. Your ears help you hear the sounds around you. They send messages to your brain, and then it's the brain that tells you what you hear. When you smell, the nerves connected to your nose move messages from the nose to the brain, and the brain tells you what you smell. So, all of your body organs are connected to nerves. These nerves move messages from the organ to the brain, and the brain, which is the control center, it is the boss. It controls everything in your body. It analyzes the messages and tells you what you see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. So, sensory organs are the eyes, the tongue, the ear, the nose, and the skin. So, your eyes, your tongue, your ears, your nose, and your skin are connected to nerves. Your nerves and the sensory organs are the peripheral nervous system, and they connect with the central nervous system, which is the spinal cord, with the brain. Let's use this interactive game to see the effect of different stimulus or external things on our sense organ. Let me start with the ball and an eye. What happens? Nerves found in the eye send messages to the brain. The brain tells you that this is a blue ball. An apple with the tongue. The nerves found in the tongue moves messages from the tongue to the brain. The brain tells you that the apple tastes sweet. A flower with the nose. Nerves found in the nose transmit messages from the nose to the brain. The brain tells you that this thing or the flower smells flowery. A pen with our skin. The brain gives directly an order to the muscles found in your hand to move it, since this feels painful. This is a pen. When you touch it, you feel pain, so you need to move your hand quickly. It's the brain who gives the order, who tells you what you feel, and who gives the order to the muscles to move your hand right away. Lemon with tongue. The brain analyzes the messages coming from the tongue to tell you that the lemon tastes sour. The speaker with our ear. Okay, the nerves found in the ear transmit messages from the ear to the brain. The brain tells you what you hear. The ice cube with the skin. Okay, so the nerves found in the skin transmit messages from the skin to the brain. The brain analyzes the messages and tells you that the ice cube feels cold. Let's see the pathway of the messages. I'll use this example, the example of the tongue. When you eat something, the nerves found in your tongue move messages from the tongue to the brain, and then the brain tells you what you're tasting. So whenever you hurt your leg or yourself, the nerves found in the site of the damage send messages to the brain through the nerves. And then the pain signal, the pain message, reaches the brain, and it's the brain that analyzes the feeling and tells you what you feel and what happened. So again, when you hurt yourself, let's say when you sprain an ankle, the damage is detected by the nerves found in the place of the damage. So the signal or the message is sent through the nerves from the damaged site to the brain, and it's your brain who analyzes the message and tells you what you feel. Here we go, we're done. What are the organs of the nervous system? The nervous system is made of two major parts. The central nervous system, made of the spinal cord and the brain, and the peripheral nervous system, made of the nerves and the sensory organs. What's the function of the nervous system in the body? This system helps you feel, see, taste, hear. So it helps you sense the environment around you and helps you react to it. It also directs and controls other systems' activities since it gives orders to your heart, your lungs, and different organs to work. And that's it. Here are the 6 body systems that we talked about. The circulatory system responsible of circulating and moving the blood, so the blood can distribute oxygen and nutrients to all of our organs. The respiratory system that provides and brings oxygen to us. The digestive system that turns food into nutrients. Our body organs cannot work without oxygen and nutrients. The muscular system that helps us move, and it's made of more than 600 muscles. The skeletal system made of 206 bones, and it supports our body. And finally, the nervous system made of the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system, and this system helps us feel and sense the environment around us. That's it. See you. Bye bye, dear.